Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an AMD build. Here we go. Let me show you the not the build yet. So anyway, let me explain what I'm doing here. So we're gonna be making a AMD build. It's gonna feature all AMD parts down to the RAM and graphics card and processor. Those are the only AMD parts that we will be using. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, so we're also going to be comparing it to games that also need, we're going to compare it to the games of now. Now, I'm thinking about getting rid of these right here, because I don't know if you really need them or not, so we'll decide towards the end. Anyway, let me start off with the CPU. The CPU, an AMD FX 9590 4.7 GHz 8-core OEM/tray processor. Anyway, we went with this processor because it was probably the best PC component right now. The best AMD processor as of this moment. So yeah, well, we're gonna be using that, and there's nothing you guys can do about it. So suck a dick and fuck off. No, I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. Please don't leave. Come back. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I'm just playing. Okay, again, we are going to be doing this because why not? We're going to be using this one because it's got a 4.7 gigahertz speed. That's how much. Obviously, it's 4.7 gigahertz speed. It's super fast. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and then we're gonna be using that AMD FX 9590 processor. Okay, now we went with a water-cooled Corsair H60 54.0. Boom, diada, boom, bliada, boom, bliada. Okay, off topic. Okay, back on topic. There we go. So I chose this one because people gave it a 4-star rating. It's got a 4.4 average, and I think that's pretty darn good for a liquid cooled water cooling PC build thing. So yeah, we're gonna be using that for our little computer here. It's not little, it's pretty big. But anyway, on to the next component. We're going with the Asus M5A99 FX Pro R2.0 ATX M3 Plus motherboard. Try remembering that, boy. Anyway, it supports Crossfire, so in the future, if you do want to add another 390X, or maybe if you want to add another 390X, those things are pretty darn expensive. If you even put a 390X in this computer, if you want to put something else in there, like maybe like a Fury or a 390 or a 290X, something along the lines of that. So yeah, this is the motherboard that we chose to use. I think this is a pretty snazzy motherboard. Looks pretty cool, and I mean, it's probably the best one you can buy for the money. Pretty cheap, pretty cheap motherboard for this build. So on to the next part. We're going to the memory. I chose two 8 gigabyte, or two of these. I put 2 of these into the build because I felt like this is going along with the AMD, and this is the AMD RAM. So it's a gamer series. So I mean, AMD RAM, I dig it. So we put 2 of those AMD R9 2400 16 gigabyte DDR3 2400 memory. So yeah, we put 2 of those in the computer, but we also might take out one. But this is also future-proofing, so you don't have to upgrade in the future. But if you also want to upgrade and put another graphics card in there, you can in the future, if you want to. But in this build, as of right now, you're not going to. So we also put a Samsung 850 Evo Series 500 gigabyte 2.5-inch solid-state drive, because I have heard greatly of these SSDs, and I can tell you that it's pretty good. So I meant to also add a 1 terabyte hard drive, because, you know, gotta store those games somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna put in a little Western Digital Caviar Blue, 7200 RPM, 1 terabyte, 64 megabyte cache hard drive. So yeah, there you go. Cache. And we went with, for graphics card, we went with the Sapphire Radeon R9 390X 8GB Tri-X overclocked. It comes, from my understanding, it comes factory overclocked, so you won't have to do it yourself. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It comes with 1 DVI-D dual link, 3 display ports for 144Hz monitors, and 1 HDMI port. So it's pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy. It's got 270. It takes 275 watts of power, which is just insane. And we chose for the case. I didn't really think it was that important. I mean, I wasn't really going for aesthetics. I was going for more along the lines of room. So I went with the NZXT Phantom 530 Black ATX full tower case. Since this is a primarily black computer build, other than the motherboard having bits of blue. And of course the Western Digital Caviar Blue hard drive. But I mean, that's just a hard drive, so... Anyway, onto the power supply. I went with the Corsair 1000 watt 80 plus platinum certified power supply, otherwise known as the H100i, I believe. Right, this is the HX100i, right? And I believe it's fully modular. It's 80 plus platinum, so I think that's pretty good. No, I know that's pretty good. That's actually, I think that's the highest power efficiency you can get out of the power supply as of now. Yes, it is fully modular, and it does come with cords. All the cords. It's a 92% efficiency, 4 PCI Express 6+2 pin connectors. So it's a pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, on to that. Yeah, that's it. And, well, we didn't add an operating system because it's assumed that you're going to add one yourself. And I will one day be making a bang for your buck PC. This isn't it. This is a pretty good PC for only $14.95 if you don't do the promo discounts and the mail-in rebates. So yeah, that's a plus. Alright, on to specs. Well, we're going to be comparing it to Fallout 4, Witcher 3, and Star Wars Battlefront. So, this computer, we're going to be doing it to the recommended specs, not the minimum. So, this computer should be able to run Fallout 4. As you can see, Fallout 4, I went too far. Fallout 4 requires a Windows 7, 8, or 10. For a processor, requires an i7 4790 3.6 gigahertz processor, or the AMD FX 9590, which we went with, the 4.7 gigahertz or equivalent, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 30 gigabytes of free HDD space, and an NVIDIA GTX 780 3 gigabytes. For AMD graphics card, it requires a Radeon R9 290X 4 gigabyte or equivalent. So it can run Fallout 4, obviously, and pretty damn well too on ultra settings. So yeah. Alright, now on to Witcher 3. Now, Witcher 3, we got recommended specs for... I closed down Star Wars Battlefront. Yay! Or fucking Witcher 3. Well, it can run Witcher 3. I saw that it could. So, here's the recommended PC specs for the infamous game that DICE has fucked up. But, you know, that's just my opinion. Nobody cares. Okay, so on the processor, Intel i5 6600 or equivalent. So, I know AMD processor will work, but I think the FX 9590 is a bit better than the 6600K, or the 6600, not the 6600K, but I think it is better. And the memory, we have 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is good. We have enough space. For graphics card, it only requires an R9 290. So yeah, we got that in the bag. We got a 390X, so we're pretty good. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope to see you guys in my next one. I hope you all enjoyed this little build I have here for you guys. I will be putting a link in the description for the permalink, or for the PC part picker website. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.